Reading out of Genesis chapter 6. This is out of the Woman of Faith International Study Bible. That's version. And you're welcome to check out my other videos where I read out of the King James Version and the Amplified Bible. And also the storybook called The Bible Story, where it's part 3, story 1, Sad Bad Days, which relates to this. Right. So, when men began to increase in number on earth, and daughters were born to them, the sons of God saw that the daughters of men were beautiful, and they married any of them they chose. Then the Lord said, My spirit will not contend with man forever, which means will not be with man forever, for he is mortal, his days will be 120 years, which means that they've got 120 years to put a timeline for them to act better, because there was a lot of sin back in those days. The Nephilim were on the earth in those days, and also afterward, when the sons of God went to the daughters of men and had children by them. They were the heroes of old, men of renown. The Lord saw how great man's wickedness on the earth had become, and that every inclination of the thoughts of his heart was only evil all the time. The Lord was grieved that he had made man on earth, and his heart was filled with pain. So the Lord said, I will wipe mankind, whom I have created, from the face of the earth, men and animals, and creatures that move along the ground, and birds of the air, for I am grieved that I have made them. But Noah found a favor in the eyes of the Lord. Now we're going to stop here, and I'm going to explain this a little bit. All right, so the Nephilim, back in that time, when the devil and the bad angels were kicked out of heaven, back when Michael the archangel kicked them out of heaven, granted by the power from God, and they fell to the earth, and then they started roaming the earth. That's when all that started happening. So that back in those times, that the demons would get with the humans and, have intercourse with them, and, that's how you have the hybrids going on and stuff, right? So back in that time, there was a lot of sin, there was a lot of evil in people's hearts and minds, and that's not what God created people for and how to be, and he was just displeased at how man was acting, man being the race of humans. All right, so he saw that, and when it says the Lord here, that means Jesus Christ, because, back in those times, Jesus used to live in heaven before his Father put him in Mary, here on the earth, and he grew up on the earth that way in order to die for the sins of the world, right? So he wanted to wipe out all the people, all the creatures, everything and everybody that he made, because he was just sad of how things were going. So we're going to stop here, but you can check out my videos that I posted, and where I read out of the Amplified Bible and the King James Version. And you can also check the Bible Story book version, part 3, story 1, Sad Bad Days, that relates to this right here that we just read. And then you could check in the future for more videos that I'll be posting.